All right, so I gotta tell you guys something. InWin makes one of the dopest and most unique PC cases out there. From the InWin 925 to the InWin A3, now they send me over their InWin N515 PC chassis. This is a mid-tower case, meaning that you can fit up to an EATX motherboard in here. Also, it's got a lot of other cool features such as Infinity Nebula that is on the front side of the case, so that's pretty trippy and pretty rad. Speaking about rad, 360mm radiator that you can place horizontally on the tempered glass side so you can have your fans facing you. If you got RGB lights, well, you're in for a show. Also, plenty of ventilation on the back side of the side panel. You got this nice honeycomb design, and as far as the tempered glass panel goes, you can take it off with ease by pressing a button on the back side of the case, and the tempered glass panel comes off, and when you're done, you can just pop it back in because it's all magnetic. They also include one Luna AL120 fan inside this PC case. Now, they sent this over for review, which we're gonna do a build-in and see how that process is inside the N515. And you can see I got all the parts right over here, and I'm gonna go over it briefly to let you know what's going inside this PC case. Starting off with the motherboard, we got the ROG Strix B650 Extreme F Gaming motherboard from Asus. We're gonna be pairing that up with the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Graphics card, we got an Asus 4080 TUF graphics card, and to cool down the CPU, InWin sent over their NR36 360mm AIO, which is pretty dope because the CPU block will match the front side of the case with that Infinity Nebula design. And storage, we're gonna be using Digital Western's 2TB NVMe SSD. We got 2 packs of the Luna AL120 fans. One's a 3-pack and the other one is gonna be a single pack. And for memory, we're gonna be using Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB Memory 6, 32GB running at 6,000 megahertz speeds. And to power everything up, we're gonna be using InWin's P85. It's an 850 watt gold rated fully modular power supply. So I'm confident this power supply is gonna be able to handle and maintain the workload that we're gonna be building inside this PC. So that's gonna be the parts. I explained what the case is. Now let's just build in the case.
Nobody else got outside.
well, the build is complete, and what can I say? This InWin N515 case is actually really fun to do a build in. And again, big shout out to InWin for sending this over. And there's a lot of cool things I really enjoyed about this case that I'm going to talk about quickly and let you guys know. So if you're thinking about purchasing this, well, at least now you know about this case and what to expect. First thing that I really liked is the fact that the AIO or radiator is separate from the rest of the components. This forces the hot air to be exhausted out here in the back side of the case, which these honeycomb designs, they do a great job because I can feel the hot air coming out. So I really like that. And another thing I really liked is the fact that you have so much space to just stuff your cables if you're not looking to cable manage. And if you are looking to cable manage, well, InWin provides a lot of cutout hole areas where you can just route your cables from the PSU area, because the PSU is up here. You can route them and then just kind of like manage them really nice. And you do have 1.5 millimeters of clearance pretty much between the back panel and the motherboard tray, so no problem there. So if you got any cable mod cables or you got any custom cables, you're not gonna have any problems. I really like the fact that you can throw in a 4090 or a huge graphics card and it will fit. You can have up to 385 millimeter of graphics card length, and InWin also provides a GPU sag bracket, so even those heavy cards, well, InWin is gonna make sure that card is not sagging. And for power supply clearance, up to 200 millimeters. I got a standard size ATX power supply, the P85, and I still have a lot of room. But one thing that I tell you that I really enjoyed when I turned on this PC is this Infinity Nebula. You guys need to see it in person because the pictures just don't do justice. You gotta see this in person. I think it's really trippy, and it just takes you on this celestial like journey in the sky. And then to complement that is the NR36, which also looks pretty crazy. And I think these two together just complement each other very well. But overall, this build was a lot of fun, a lot of easy. I think it was a breeze building in it. And I think anybody who's gonna think about either buying this case or has been thinking about purchasing it won't go wrong. But overall, this was the build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys toss a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It helps the channel out, and subscribe for more content because there's gonna be a lot more coming out on this channel. And yeah, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one.